Let's say we are given a problem that looks like this. And we are told to solve for x. When you see x to the fourth, you should immediately think factoring by substitution. This way we can simplify the expression into a quadratic and factor and solve. This is where we use x squared super squared. The goal being to get the parentheses the same so that we can actually factor by substitution. So pick a variable, I like to use u, and make it equal to x squared in this case, or equal to what's inside the parentheses. Substituting this in, we replace x squared with u, and we simplify the expression into a quadratic. Now we can factor factors of 4 that add up to 4. The only option here is u plus 2 times u plus 2 again. Now, we're not solving for u, we're solving for x. So we need to plug x squared back into the equation for u. And lastly, we need to actually solve for x, setting each parenthesis equal to 0. In this case, we only need to do it once since both parentheses are the same. So subtract 2 from both sides and run out of room on your paper. X squared equals negative 2 square root. Knowing that you can't have a square root of a negative, and don't forget it plus or minus, I square root 2. You may also be given a problem that looks like this. Here we have a coefficient in front of the x to the fourth. But again, you should immediately be thinking factoring by substitution. So again, x squared super squared. Bring down your 6. 7 times x squared minus 3 equals 0. Make u equal to x squared and substitute it in. Now here we can use the AC method to factor this equation. 6 times 3 will be negative 18. So factors of negative 18 that add up to 7. Negative 2 and 9. And we move the paper. So now we rewrite our equation, replacing positive 7u with minus 2u and plus 9u. Next we factor by grouping. Here we can take out a 2u, leaving us with 3u minus 1. And on the second group we can take out a 3, keeping in mind that the goal is to have the parentheses be the same. Here they are, so we can factor them out. Next, we need to remember that we're not solving for u, so substitute x squared back in. Shouldn't write so huge. Again, set each parenthesis equal to 0 and solve for x. Add 1, add 1. Divide by 3, and then square root both sides. Not forgetting your plus or minus. Over here, subtract 3 from both sides. Divide by 2, and square root both sides again. Keeping in mind you cannot have a square root of a negative, so you will be using I. Bada bing.